Good morning, everyone. This is Amit Pabari, founder and managing director of CR Forex. Wishing everyone a very prosperous, happy Diwali. In today's presentation, we are going to discuss what are the key levels for all global currencies in the Samvat 2081. Before we do that, let us recap what we have said in 2080 Samvat. With the grace of God, blessings of parents and well-wishers, most of the target what we had said for Samvat 2080 went right. Let us start with DXY. In Samvat 2080, we said DXY is going to go down towards 100 level, and below that got achieved. Euro USD, GBP USD, Euro INR, and GBP INR, we discussed that it is going to go up. It went exactly the same manner. Even on Chinese currency, our view went right. For gold, we said that we are very bullish on gold. Gold can move towards $2,600 per ounce, and on Indian terms, it can move towards 72,000 to 74,000. That target got also achieved. When all the target got achieved, rupee target did not hit uh, with the exact level. In the initial part of the year, we were expecting it to move towards 8350 to 8375 kind of level because of geopolitical tension and because of Lok Sabha election. Exactly that has happened. And in the later part of the year, we were expecting dollar index will get weaker and all emerging market currencies will get stronger. But rupee did not made a low of 81, 82, 82. Instead, it went to 82.57, where RBI bought it aggressively and did not allow appreciation to happen. In today's presentation, we are going to discuss outlook on dollar index, global currencies, outlook on rupee, outlook on gold and crude, and finally, we are going to discuss outlook on Indian equity market. So let us start with dollar index. In order to start with dollar index, let me show you an interesting data point. If you see the table, you will observe that out of 6 times, dollar got weaker in 4 times after the election is getting over, and this time also we are expecting the same because of the following reasons. One of the biggest concern on US is today its rising debt level, because of which we are expecting Fed to cut interest rate at the highest level. अभी यूएस का डेप्ट कितना है? यूएस का डेप्ट इज क्लोज टू 36 trillion dollars. Every 100 days, their debt is increasing by 1 to 1.5 trillion dollars. In terms of revenue percentage, if I have to speak, 23% of federal tax revenue goes in interest payment. And let me show you one more interesting data point. In terms of net interest payment divided by GDP, US is much ahead of anyone else. Because of all of this reason, we expect Fed to cut rates at a higher level. If Fed cuts rate aggressively in the year 2025 or somewhat 2081, then dollar index is going to come down. For dollar index, we are expecting 105.50 to 106 will act as a strong resistance, and it will gradually move towards 102.50, 100, and final target of 97.5. If dollar index is going to move lower, it will be a positive factor for यूरो. यूरो का खुद का कोई इनहेरिट स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ डॉलर गेटिंग weaker, euro is expected to move higher. For euro, we are expecting that 1.06 to 1.04 will act as a strong support, and ideally it is going to move towards 1.10, 1.12, and 1.14 kind of levels. For euro INR, 88 is going to act as a strong support, and gradually we are expecting euro INR to move towards 92.5, 94, and 95. For GBP USD, apart from dollar weakness, we have seen that economic data are coming on a stronger side, because of which 1.25 is going to act as a very strong support for GBP USD, and ideally GBP USD should move towards 1.34 and 1.38 kind of levels. For GBP INR, 105 is going to act as a strong support, and ideally it should move higher towards 112 and 114 kind of levels. Now let us discuss outlook on rupee. So let us first understand what are the positive factor which can impact rupee. First of the positive factor is we are expecting Indian economy to grow at the fastest pace in the world. Second, because of which inflows is going to continue to come in Indian equity market, debt market. Third, we are expecting dollar index to move lower. If that happens, it will be positive for all emerging market currencies and rupee as well. Now let us discuss rupee negative. We are expecting oil can be a surprise wild card. We are expecting oil to move higher because of slower global growth. We are expecting exports of goods में कुछ challenge आएगा because of which trade deficit can be higher. Now let us discuss outlook on rupee. In the year 2023 and 24, rupee volatility was at lowest level in last 5 to 7 years. That has happened because of RBI. We are expecting that volatility will pick up in the year 2025 as nothing remains undervalued or overvalued for a longer period of time. Till that time, volatility is not picking up. We are expecting rupee to trade in a range between 83.50 on the lower side, 84.50 on the higher side. Breaking of 83.50 can act as a pivotal point in the trend of rupee, and it is going to indicate us that RBI might have changed its strategy where they are buying and building reserves on every inflow. If 83.50 is broken, then rupee can appreciate by 1 rupee to 1.5 rupee in a very fast and aggressive manner, which can create lot of panic for exporters who are underhedged or unhedged, because of which we will suggest exporters that they should be at any point of time covered at least by 75 to 80%, and importers should not cover very aggressively. Ideally they should cover only their near term imports of 1 or 2 months. Now let us discuss outlook on oil. If you see in 2022, oil went as high as 130 per barrel, and it has fallen approximately by 50% despite tension going on in Middle East and Russia Ukraine war was continuing. The entire reason was because of Joe Biden's strategy, who was selling oil at all higher levels. In the year 2022, they have sold close to 180 million barrels of oil. The reason why Joe Biden was insisting the oil prices to go down, there are two political reasons. One was they wanted to keep the inflation lower in the US. Second, they wanted to make Russia little weaker. Post US election, we are expecting that US will continue to build its strategic reserve oil, which is currently trading at 40-year low. If that happens, then $60 to $65 per barrel, it is going to act as a very strong support for oil, and oil will gradually move towards 90 to $95 per barrel. Now let us discuss the outlook on gold. In Samvat 2079 and in Samvat 2080, we suggested investor at any point of time they can go and buy gold because we were very bullish on gold. But in 2081, we are not expecting gold to move higher. In fact, we are expecting gold prices to correct from the current level of 81,000 and 2700 internationally towards $2,300 per ounce to $2,200 per ounce, and in Indian terms we are expecting it to move towards 72,000 per 10 grams. Near those level we can again think to re-enter, but at current levels we will avoid to go long in gold. Now let us discuss outlook on equities. In the previous Samvat 2078, 2079, 2080, any stock, any sector you pick up, they are going to give you a return of 15-20% easily. It was so easy to make money in the equity markets. But in Samvat 2081, lot of hard work has to be done, and lot of stocks with good track record and quality management has to be picked up. Sectors which we are expecting large cap to outperform. In the PSU companies, there are a lot of stocks which have fallen by 20 to 40% in last few months. Now by valuation wise, they look attractive like BAIL, BHAIL, NMDC, NHPC. Sugar and metal stocks are expected to move higher by 25 to 30%. Sectors which will be underweight, Nifty Pharma, we are expecting a correction of 10 to 15%. And overall, in mid cap and small cap, we are suggesting clients to avoid because the valuations are very, very high at this point of time. With this, I will end my today's presentation. Jai Hind, Namaskar, फिर मिलेंगे next week. Thank you.